Good morning, everyone. My name is Padma Raj Kesri. I'm born in Ara and studied at NEFT. Then I went to NID and IIM. I'm here to talk about a topic which is designing India's future by the Indian designer, where creativity meets the business. So we all talk about design, but we don't talk about business. So why I'm here? I start with my D factor. My D factor started with duty, devotion, discipline that started at school, which helped me to get into a dreamy career, to get into design, which led into denim. And now I'm playing with data. This is how I played with design to data. That means design to the business. Now, growing up in Bihar, design wasn't a word I heard often. I valued craftsmanship, textiles, and tradition, but design as a career felt very distant to me. What fascinated me and how things were made. So I always believe in process driven, how processes are created, how processes are made to create a meaningful product which is accepted by people. Now, how patterns are coming, how colors spoke, how colors are matching, how textures are playing an important role. Now, the question is, how can an Indian designer with our rich heritage stand among the best in the world? Now, what we are talking about? We're talking about the heritage, the process. Now, this was one of the questions which is echoing me to focus either on process or to focus on the product. Then this question led me to a journey starting at NEFT where I learned design as a base. Then I went to NID where I learned a lot about heritage. Then after learning design, I went to IIM to learn how businesses are made. Exploring how design, marketing, and digital can really shape a business. Today, I want to share my journey, how an Indian designer or how Indian designer can not only create but lead globally, merging creativity with the business strategy. So this is something that I would like to talk about. I have three pillars which I'll be talking about as a design business. The first thing we start with design beyond aesthetics, that is power upcycling. Country like India, where we have great design and we talk about beauty of it. It's also about responsibility. India has a late tradition of reuse. We have always been repurposing old saris into quilt, which were used for transforming the fabric and making product out of scrap. And then the world call it upcycling. So we were already in that moment of upcycling and completing a circularity model. Now, that was one of the way of life. Now, if imagine if Indian designers embrace the ethos to scale it up, integrating the sustainability into the mainstream brand, we won't just follow global trend. We also set them in the global scenario. Now, brands which are luxury, like luxury brands, are selling worldwide and are investing in sustainability. Why? Because they feel that we have less resources. How less resources or how resource efficiency can really create product with the limited resources that we have, because the survival is not only on clothing, the survival is also for the food. So what can be invested in our survival? That is the food. Then it comes to shelter, and then it comes to clothing. We call it roti, kapda, and makan. So the priorities are changing, and how setting up the priorities for the clothing has come up, and upcycling is taking place a lot in the future. Now, talking about how design meets business, why marketing is as important as making. We all are in a process where we believe in making, we believe in the process of making it. But are we doing enough that we can also market it well, reaching out to the right consumer, understanding the right product for them? Then we talk about we produce as a country the finest textile, whether it is coming from pashmina to the cotton, khadi products, or anything that is existing. Now, how we can produce and how can be exclusive, and how we can market not just because of advertising, also about positioning the product over there. Then we talk about third thing, that is digital transformation. The global stage is one click away. We are not reaching it on the right platform. How we reach it and how we can reach out that what we are producing can reach out to a right platform. I'm talking about a designer from Bihar showcasing at Lakme Fashion Week at a Gen Next, where my collections were showcased and accepted by global brands, global stores, where I was able to share what it is not. And The only option was the digital transformation, use of AI, blockchain for the supply chain management, setting up the product, and setting up the product at the right place, right location, on the right time. Now, having this topic, I have a question. Can India lead global design? Are we ready for leading the design globally? The answer is yes, but only if we see or we stop seeing design as just art and start seeing it as a powerful business force. Now, imagine a future where an upcycled brand can get featured globally at International Fashion Week. And yes, the future is possible. And it start with us as a designer. And what we have a call to action is every Indian designer who is listening this, step beyond aesthetics. Aesthetic is one that we must consider. Beyond that, think beyond the borders, think beyond the limit, and embrace business and technology. Use the technology, use the business methods, and the world is waiting for us. Let's not just be good, let's just be the best in your possible manner. So that's all from my side. Thank you.